So that's my prediction in comparison to that. And then in a few days after this video goes up, I will get a video up that is finishing the states that I have as toss-ups. But without further ado, let's get started. So the safe states, there's not really any that are out of the ordinary. There's no extra states. I didn't add any states to being in the safe column, I don't think. So, yeah. I might have actually added Maine District 1 to the safe column. That's because it's not going to go for Trump. I can tell you that for any of these states. I will bet everything I own that they are going for whoever they're filled in for right here. Let's get this started. So starting out likely Republican, we have South Carolina. The Senate race is fairly close, but South Carolina is much too deep of a red state to actually turn against Trump. Missouri, even though Cory Bush and others are getting elected, that may push the margin a little bit closer, so it might not be a safe state, but I'm very hard-pressed to believe that Donald Trump will lose this state. Indiana, Obama won it in 2008, and he lost it in 2012. We are not at Obama 2008 levels of enthusiasm for Joe Biden. That is not, that would not be accurate to say that. And then finishing out the round of the likelies is Montana. Montana is usually considered safe, similar to Indiana. It's more of a margin thing, why I would put it in the likely column for right now. And also, Bill Clinton did carry it in 1994, but it's not. A lot of things have changed in the state. We've become a lot more partisan. But if Biden does pull a little bit closer in the presidential race, I would definitely look at the Senate race for it, because I would find it likely that there is some correlation between that. So next up, we have the likely Democratic states. Virginia, in most of my maps, if not all of them, I usually put them in the safe column the likely column for the Democratic Party. It used to be a swing state, 2008, 2000, those kind of elections. It was a swing state, but the D.C. suburbs are just growing so much in Northern Virginia that it's just become heavily more Democratic. Another state, Colorado, very similar. Colorado used to be a much more competitive state, but shifting demographics, including a very large growing Latino population, would definitely shift the balance of power in the Democratic side because of that, and because the state as a whole has just grown more liberal since they were the first state to legalize marijuana. Next up, I have Nevada. Nevada definitely seems like a state that was considered more competitive in 2016. In the 2018 midterms, the state was supposed to be very close, and then the Democrat on election day won by 5 points. So it's hard to foresee that effect on Trump not take effect, if that makes sense. Like, there's definitely going to be a close level. But I do think Biden will pull ahead by a decent margin. Then we have Arizona. Arizona is trending way more Democratic as of late. A few years ago, they had Republican everything, basically. But then Jeff Flake, when he retired, his seat got filled by Kristen Sinema. And now this election, we're talking about a fully Democratic Senate committee. Like, both senators from the state of Arizona are Democratic, which is very much a shift. Because it was the first time Democrats had any statewide race, I believe, in Arizona since like 1988 or something. So it's definitely shifting more Democratic, and I think that's the way it will go here. And then for the leaning Republican column for this video, Alaska. Alaska is usually, it's always a Republican stronghold in a sense, but for sure it's just not working for us right now. For Trump. It's a testament to Trump's unpopularity and how many voters he's turned off, because Alaska is more of a libertarian leaning. I mean, the libertarians aren't going to win the state, but they're more libertarian Republicans, more similar to like a Rand Paul. And I could definitely see him being turned off by Trump, at least in decent numbers. And that's why I'm putting in the likely column for this video. Now, I will make it clear that after this video, I will be making all these states that are filled into the safe column, so that it's easier to tell what changes on the next video of the 50 state. So, leaning Democrat, yes, there are a few of these as well. This is definitely Trump's. Trump's not doing well in the polls right now. That definitely could change. But as of right now, I really don't have a choice. Michigan, a state he carried by a very slim margin in 2016, is going for Joe Biden, I believe, in higher numbers than Hillary Clinton. And his numbers are more steady than Hillary Clinton's were. Similar story with Wisconsin. He won Wisconsin by, I believe, around 10,000 votes. And it really isn't looking well for the president at this point. And then New Hampshire as well. President Trump also, he only won the state of New Hampshire by, I believe it was 2,000 votes. I think it was the closest state in the country. And he won by that slim margin, and he's doing significantly worse now. Then I would also put, this is backtracking a little bit, but Maine as a whole should go, like in the likely Democratic column for this video. It just skipped my mind and I missed it. So now we have the states that we'll be talking in more detail about in the next video, the 5th state video. I'm going to fill in the obvious ones, the Florida, the rest of the Frost Belt. And I mean, I think there's honestly only really one place that I'm going to discuss it all, and that's Texas. Because I've said in many videos that Texas will not be going blue until 2024. The thing is, the rate at which the Latino population is growing has exceeded some people's expectations. And because of that fact, there are more Latino voters in Texas, meaning that there are more people that generally vote Democratic. So that would definitely be why Texas is moving into the battleground. Similar to Georgia, but Georgia's not as much of a surprise as Texas, I would think. So yeah, so right now, in our traditional predictions, I'm saying that Biden will win 259 electoral college votes, and Trump will win 125 electoral college votes. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, there will be another video that is about what we're going to do with the 50 states. So all the states that I marked as toss-ups, I will fix that. And then also, yeah, we're just going to expand upon that. So thank you so much for watching this video. Comment down below what you think, or you think any of these should be moved into the toss-up or should be more secure for a candidate. Let me know what you think down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, join us on the subreddit at r/JPC Reddit. And